Anime, anime, anime. It's one of my favorite things in this world, and it's about high time I started talking more about it on this channel, my channel, PaperSin. Anyway, because there may have been there's a lot of anime that flies under the radar when we don't pay attention to all anime that are released. It happens. It happens. But this one came out January of last year, I believe, and I never knew anything about it. I am a fan of isekai anime, but this one has a twist to it that makes it a little more sad. I don't want to say darker, but it gives a different reason as to why this person is overpowered in this new world. And that's what we're gonna talk about. So let's get started. What is good, everybody? My Paper Moon fam. It's your boy, PaperSin, aka the Hokage of the village. Isn't that loud? You feel me? And the anime we're gonna be talking about, well, apparently this new isekai anime gives a tragically dark twist to the overpowered hero trope. We've already discussed that. It's not new. It's actually been out since like January of last year, but it's gonna be new to me now. I've already brought it up in a different tab. I plan on watching it when I get a chance. But it says here, most isekai see the hero getting some ridiculous, unrivaled power for similar reasons, but in the land of Leadale gives something different and sad. And I can definitely, agree with the just getting some ridiculously overpowered power for no reason. For instance, the Eminence in Shadow, one of my favorites. We don't know how Sid got his power, or where the slime came from. His slime that he controls, we don't know where that came from or anything. But anyway, maybe they'll get to that later. But let's get through this. Actually, before we go through the actual article here, let's check out the trailer, the first trailer for Land of Leadale. Leadale? Something. Oh, she's an elf. Looks like. So she's already like an eventual high.
これが私リアデールで作ったアバターじゃん。名称 K なレベル1100
Level 1100?
ってことは私
God damn.
ゲームのおいしい。この大陸には私以外のプレイヤーもいるはずよね。
That reminds me of Overlord.
賑わ
There's
っ
gotta
て
be
た
someone
頃
else here from the other
それって
other
200
players in
年以上
here.
も前の話さね。ここって私が遊んでいたリアデールの中じゃないの？
In the land of
自分の
Leadale.
ことながらはっきり言ってチートすぎる。
You rarely hear anybody. Well, I guess that's not technically complaining about being overpowered, but I guess not all characters seem to mention that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get through this article. Although a lighthearted anime, the entire premise of Crunchyroll's In the Land of Leadale is deeply tragic and provides a fresh explanation as to why its hero is overpowered. As is the case in almost every isekai, In the Land of Leadale also expands upon the explanation to create a deep metaphor for the series' already depressing main theme. Fans of Sword Art Online might even appreciate the obvious influence this new anime took from SAO's most heartbreaking death. One of isekai's many recycled tropes involves the hero obtaining some ridiculously overpowered ability either through some sort of cheat, the guise of their main skill being useless, or just because the hero is overly devoted to grinding. In the Land of Leadale's twist is that the hero Kaina has spent the majority of her life playing a VR RPG because she's paralyzed. Well, that makes sense as to why she was surprised that her body could move like that. As a result, her character is unrivaled since that's where she's essentially lived. This justifies Kaina's unique situation to viewers as opposed to hearing yet another humorous excuse for the hero's godlike status. But this is also technically just due to her, since she's basically just like spent her time in VR. Like it's also just that she's spent so much time in there and just grinded. So it's kind of the same in a way. It just gives you a reason as to why she devoted so much time to grinding in that MMO or VR MMO, because like she was paralyzed. Shit, I would have done the same if I was in her position. Moreover, Kaina's death, which leads to her inevitable isekai reincarnation, is directly linked to her unfortunate situation rather than being something random, adding to her tragic story. Okay, so yeah, I get yeah, so she was already paralyzed and she was already hospitalized, I'm guessing. And yeah, she might have, I guess she passed away while she was playing or maybe not, and then that's how she got isekai. That makes a little more sense, because it's like maybe you're already in the game and then you passed away while in the game. Your real body passed away and your consciousness stayed in the game. I don't know. At first, the series ingeniously emulated the isekai formula where the hero is unfamiliar with their world by casting Kaina 200 years in the future after she last logged on. This twist yielded more innovative ways for her to be powerful, since few other high elves exist in this new world, and no one can create potions like her since she follows an archaic methodology. Well, yeah, it makes sense. Additionally, viewers get to see Kaina experience unique situations that come with the passage of time, such as meeting NPC characters she's created to be her character's children. Wait, what? Meeting NPC characters that she created to be her character's children? Huh. So I guess in that game you could make your own NPCs. I guess kind of like Overlord, how they were able to make NPCs. That's why all their you know, I don't want to say servants, but all the people in the guild, not all of them, but they had a bunch of NPCs walking around for a reason. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, as elves, they live unnaturally long lives, and of course, they are all important figureheads that garner Kaina even more attention and respect. So so not only does it explain why she's overpowered, but also explains why she's, you know, why she's important and why people listen to her. However, the purpose of this 200-year time skip symbolizes something greater when the series sheds more light on what happened at the onset of this jump. 200 years ago, after Kaina's character disappeared, the game shut down and all the players she knew logged off. Kaina now lives in a world with only non-playable characters, or NPCs, and non-living players. So when Kaina dies, she is reborn in the game she used to live in, but the game itself is essentially dead like her. That's dark, the way they put that. The game itself is essentially dead like her. Oh damn, you didn't have to put it that way. The connections between Kaina's initial situation before her reincarnation and Kono/Yuki's life from an almost identical story in SAO are too similar to ignore. Like Kaina, Kono suffered from a serious condition that kept her immobilized and spent every waking moment inside a VR RPG. Both girls eventually die, except Kono's story ends upon her death, while Kaina's true tale only just begins. In essence, this new anime is Kono's sequel. I guess I can see that, yeah. Regardless, since it was impossible for fans to not feel devastated by Kono's death, some can hope that her soul has lived on just like Kaina's does in the world she loved, in the land of Leadale. Huh. Alright. Well, that's the end of that article. I mean, what do you guys think? Are you gonna check it out? Have you already checked it out? Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Like I told you before, I've already got a tab pulled up, and I like how they're actually explaining, you know, how they got there and why they're overpowered and things like that. I like that, to be honest. It's in my opinion, it's what a lot of isekais tend to lack. You know, they just give you that generic, you know, generic one of just being overpowered because of some skills or something like, or some skill that they may have that seems underpowered to other people, or you know, they'll just be overpowered without even giving an explanation in the beginning or something. But yeah, I like how they looks like they set it up. So I'm probably gonna check it out. Well, I am gonna check it out. I just don't know when I'll be able to. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And you know what it is after that. Don't forget to do those 3 things that I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace. Much love to you.